How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Talking Wolves, and it is a big win for Wolves today. Big 3 points at Molineux. Wolves have beaten Crystal Palace 2-0. As always, my name is Dave, and I'm here to give my thoughts on the game and on the 3 points and victory for Wolves. As always, it's great to see your thoughts in the comment section down below, so please let me know what you thought of today's win in the comment section down below, and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. But it is fantastic to get another 3 points after, I think it's 4 games now unbeaten, but after a pretty disappointing game last week where we dropped points against Newcastle. It's great to come back today. 2 first half goals for a change, and obviously Wolves can hold on and get the 3 points. Some great individual performances in there, a couple of talking points as well, which we'll obviously touch on today. But the starting lineup was, I think, one of the talking points, and one of the points that a lot of Wolves fans would be happy with. There were a lot of talks of Wolves going a little bit more attacking. Despite us dominating the game against Newcastle, we're just lacking that final product sometimes, weren't we? But the lineup today saw Patricio starting goal, Kilman keeping his place at left centre-back, Cody and Bolly there in the making up the rest of the back three, right wing back of Nelson Semedo, the 2 central midfielders of Neves and Dendoncker. We saw Neto, Podence and Jimenez as a front three today, and a debut for Rayan Ait-Nouri at left wing back, and a fantastic debut at that. We'll be talking about him a lot more in this video today. But you could just tell straight away, first few minutes was sort of 50-50, both teams having a share of the ball. But Palace, we spoke about it in the preview. The Palace fan from back of the nest said it in the preview that Palace like to defend, and sort of similar to how Wolves have been in parts of this season, but they like to defend and try and counter. And to be fair, they almost did it. They did have the ball in the back of the net. It was very tight, but it was an offside decision there, and it's about time Wolves got a few VAR decisions in our favour, but he was offside, and it was the correct call. And of course, Wolves go down the other end then. Cross comes in, and what I like most about the early stages of the game was the amount of times we weren't just lumping the ball in the box, but we were creating opportunities and getting the ball in the area. And on another day, we had 1 or 2 chances there. If it fell right or we hit the ball a little bit earlier, Wolves could have had 1 or 2 goals in the very early stages of that game. But straight after that offside goal, we go down the other end, the cross comes in deflected, and Rayan Ait-Nouri at the back post hits it quite sweetly, actually, through that sort of a couple of players and a cross goal and into the back of the net. It's exactly what we need. It's exactly what we've been lacking. We all like and enjoy Romain Saiss as a footballer, but we all know he's not a left wing back. And the fact that we've got a natural left wing back in there, someone that likes to pick up the ball, likes to run at defenders, likes to attack, and it's proved its worth already after just 1 game. And I've got to say, he had a very solid debut, a very good debut, and I'm very excited to see what this young talent can bring. Obviously, only on loan. Wolves have got the option to buy him, and I think if we can see more performances like that, it'll just be a matter of time before Wolves take up that option. But yeah, taking the lead, and Palace didn't really come forward a lot more in that first half. They still allowed Wolves to attack, and we just looked dominant. Again, I thought Semedo was great last week, and again this week he just seemed to be threatening. And him and Neto seem to be creating some sort of partnership now. But what I like most, again, Daniel Podence was on it today, just on the ball, so difficult to tackle him. And those two, Neto drifting across the other side, Podence drifting across to the other side. But Rayan Ait-Nouri as well and Podence looked like they've been playing together quite a lot as well. Ait-Nouri was getting the overlap on. Podence at times was ignoring it, which I didn't mind because it was almost dragging defenders out of position, and it just worked really well. We had a couple of chances where Podence and Neto forced Guaita, the goalkeeper, into some smart stops, but eventually we did get another goal, and Daniel Podence grabbed that goal to make it 2-0 to Wolves. And this is what we need to see a lot more from Neto and Podence now. We've seen, obviously, Jota leave during the summer. We can't dwell on that too much. We do see a lot of comments, we see a lot of tweets, and I'm including that. You know, I'm looking at Jota at Liverpool, and he's scored a few goals already, and with us not really having our shooting boots on so far, it's great to see Podence and Neto scoring goals and just showing, you know what, we don't need to just rely on Raul. We've scored 2 goals today. We've won a game and got a clean sheet, and Raul Jimenez hasn't got a goal, and that's crucial for Wolves, I think. Although we love to see Raul scoring, the fact that we can get goals from defence or wing back and our wing as well, you know, shows we've got quality throughout the team, really. And the rest of the first half was just routine and very similar to the Sheffield United game. We've got 2 first half goals, you know, for a change. You know, the first half goal, I'll guarantee it now. Every time we score a first half goal, in my head, I know we're going to probably get something out of the game. And that's exactly what we did. We killed the game before even the half-time whistle. We rode our luck slightly. I mean, they did have a penalty given in that first half, and I think it was Van Aanholt was offside. So again, VAR on our side. They possibly there was a half a shout for a penalty as well in the second half. On another day, maybe another ref or another video assistant referee could have given a penalty. Pretty disappointed with the attitude of Zaha. I think it was poor from him, and again, another referee, and he could have been sent off. A very spoilt player at times. I can't deny his talent. He's a very talented footballer, but the way he sort of grabbed Ait-Nouri around the head, he went for his face as well when they confronted each other. Again, another referee could have easily sent him off, and I can't see how a video assistant referee could have overruled that one. As I said, he's a very talented football player, but there's a reason that he didn't last very long at Manchester United, and there's a reason, no disrespect to Palace, that Zaha hasn't made a step up to a bigger club yet. There's a reason, and I that's why. Because the attitude there isn't quite right, and he was just came across as a very spoilt player today, and just one of those. But moving on from that, Wolves just, we sat back a little bit more in the second half, but Palace attacked us a little bit more, and I think that's what isn't to be confused. Wolves didn't put 11 men behind the ball in the second half. Palace just actually started to attack a little bit more and pinned us back. But we had chances to see off the game. I was a little bit disappointed we didn't see the likes of Fabio Silva a little bit earlier. Obviously, we saw him right towards the end of the game. Nuno obviously brought on another body in midfield in João Moutinho just to tighten things up. And obviously, Milivojevic in the end getting sent off. Took a hell of a long time to get VAR looking at that one. Obviously, whilst Moutinho was getting treatment, but it was the right call. A lot of people, I've not seen anyone, but it wouldn't surprise me if people would argue that he got a touch on the ball first. But, it's reckless. It's a dangerous tackle. It's serious foul play. Willy Bolly had one similar against Manchester City a couple of years ago where he got the ball, but the studs are up and he's gone straight through the ankle of João Moutinho. So it's one of those, but for me, yeah, it's a definite red card. And I'm very, very happy with the 3 points. Wolves have deserved that today. We needed that. We've got a tough run of fixtures coming up, especially sort of towards the end of November, early December. So it's crucial now that Wolves start picking up the points. I've not actually seen whereabouts we are on the league table. I know we've played probably 1 game or 2 games more than other teams in the league, but I want to see us in the top 4. And if we are, I'm going to be very happy with 3rd place in the league. It looks nice for the time being. Obviously, as I say, a couple of teams have got 2 points around us. We're on 0 goal difference now, but it's a very, very solid start to the season. Although we've had some poor games, some poor performances, I'm still fairly satisfied with that, and that's a very, very solid win for Wolves. It's crazy what happens where you play attacking fullbacks, and Nelson will look great as well, and the way we just sort of pushed forward, put pressure on Palace early doors, and we took our chances. Still had some golden opportunities, still areas to improve on. I thought Neves was phenomenal again in the middle of the park. The way we were moving the ball about today, guys, the passages of play, the way it was going from one wing to the other in just 2 passes was phenomenal. And the passing from Cody and Neves, Kilburn and Bolly, solid. Then Donker got involved. Then Donker could have got a couple of goals as well. And even Jimenez, the work rate today. Everybody had a part to play in today's victory. And I'm really happy that Wolves have managed to get 3 points. Put a smile on my face for the rest of the weekend. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And fingers crossed we can keep this up and get a couple of wins in the next couple of weeks. As always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all very, very soon.